How do you do?
Come to think of it, was there not another task we were to see to somewhere nearby? Efficiency is not the only factor worthy of consideration.
I'll do as I please.
Well,
Let
we
'em
could use
try.
more places like this. These writings could be of import.
Shall we take a closer look?
Have you business with the guild, sir? I should be glad to assist you. Have you found any of the items we discussed, perchance?
Always a pleasure.
Fewer burdens certainly makes for smoother travels. I dare say the spring has returned to your stepmaster. Would you mind coming over here?
A well-organized pack is my specialty. I'll see to it your burdens are shared between us pawns.
'Tis a pity we must part after sharing such a journey. I shall cherish my memories of our time together.
Shall we discuss tactics now or later?
I've just remembered a curious rumor I overheard once. Seems there's an illness pawns can catch beyond the rift that has devastating consequences for those around them. Worse still, the pawn never knows they're sick. They just become restless and flippant and won't heed the Arisen.
How terrible. We shall have to be alert for signs of the sickness among our number.
My talents lie in combining materials, and I'll use those in my possession to craft things for you in my spare time. Shall we visit the manor as the maid bid?
Pray, follow me.
If I'm mistraining. Not sure how much longer I can hold out. Boots laced.
A crime committed here will see one confined to jail.
I've heard that jailers are paid a pittance, despite the hardships of their work.
Then we best keep... hand to ease our potential warders. And make them an ally to our cause.
We must rest, though the sun is still up.
Not much going on. Such as this depend upon my vigil.
Lots to be taken care of before the day's done.
I'll have an early supper.
Gather round, gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller. Should my...
Over here, if you please.
This is most convenient. Another destination.
Oh, you came, sir. I must confess, I feared you would not. But I forget myself. You must be wondering why I asked you here. I should like to speak with an acquaintance of yours, a child with whom I espied you conversing. She is the spitting image of my young master, you see. 'Tis my hope that she might take his place for a time, thereby granting him a reprieve from his sorry situation.
Diana, would you paint my mother a criminal? Ahem. Perhaps I ought to be the one to explain.
Young master, I meant no offense.
Diana has the right of it, though the situation is not nearly so dire as she makes it sound. I seek only the freedom to leave my own home. My mother is bedridden, you see, and her mind is not so sharp as it once was. Whenever I am absent, she grows terribly distressed. By leaving a look-alike in the house, I hope to ensure her peace of mind while I attend to matters of my own. Would you be willing to lend your assistance? Splendid. Thank you so very much.
'Twas in the slums that I witnessed you speaking with the girl. Would you be so kind as to bring her here?
Sir Ludolf's lust knows no bounds. This time he's set his sights on the Watchhead's missus. Still, however pressed, no man is like to hand her his own wife, eh? The Watchhead refused, and rightly so. But his lordship doesn't take no for an answer. He employed his usual method, which is to say, he dispatched the Watchhead on a mission to slay a Dullahan. Poor old Gregor departed last night. I'm sorry to say it, but he shan't be returning alive. That's the sort of man that noble is, you see. Naught noble about him, if you ask me.
Perhaps you would indulge me in conversation? What are you up to? Oh, I can't complain.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
No harm in picking a few.
Everyone's busy with their own affairs.
I don't tell half as many lies as my parents. What do you think? Does this suit me? There's all watching me. I swear it.
This is generally used as a material.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
Hi, Arisen! I was hoping you'd come by, so I could thank you again for all your help. You really made a difference around here. Hmm? You wanted to ask me a favor this time? All right. How can I help? So, this noble boy wants me to pretend to be him? I'm not sure that'd work. I mean, I don't know the first thing about being a noble. Besides, are you sure we can trust these people? It all sounds a bit fishy to me. All right, I'll do it. But if I'm not very good at it, it's not my fault, okay?
Let me think on this. But I've much to do yet.
Like it or not, I must go where duty calls me.
Follow me, if you would.
Not sure what they expect. I'm no cook, am I?
At last! The moment I've been waiting for. Allow me to gather these up.
'Twas in the slums that I witnessed you speaking with the girl. Look, young master, she's here.
Indeed. I could be staring into a mirror. Diana, will you dress her and instruct her in her role?
As you wish, young master. This way, if you please, miss.
What a kindness you've done me. Now I can go and fetch a gift for Mother. I'm hoping a little cheer will aid her in her recovery, and a flower from Melve seems just the thing. She was born there, you see. No doubt her days would be brighter with a memento of her old home by her bedside.
All is ready, young master. You need only finish your preparations for the journey.
You know, the roads around Melve are supposed to be really dangerous. I heard the safest way to get there is to carry something that reeks of Cyclops with you, because it'll scare all the monsters away.
The lands around Melve are rife with poisonous flora. I'd hoped to pack an antidote for the young master, but the shops had none to spare. 'Tis not only poison the plants inflict, but drowsiness besides. Might there not be a curative that accounts for both?
Well then, I ought to be off, I suppose. I must confess, I feel rather uneasy. This is my first time leaving the city. I only hope I've not forgotten anything of import. You think I ought to bring some medicine and monster repellent with me? What precisely would you suggest? My thanks. I'm certain these will come in useful. Now, I really must be going. Wish me luck.
Take care, young master.
Come back safe!
Thank you for your aid in all of this, sir. I shall see about procuring you a suitable reward, so pray do come visit us again.
Always sets me to think of this place. I've more time than I know how to spend.
Pray, slow your feet. You run too fast for the likes of me.
Let us endeavor to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot.
Polish up my gear for tomorrow. Wonder if it's too early. Prayers awake.
Shall we get some rest then? Now we've the vim to tackle the day ahead.
Off we go then.
Feeling rested, I trust.
I wonder how Master Sebastian and Miss Daphne fare of late. Shall we pay them a visit? Methinks I know where to find the person you're looking for.
Well, now, isn't this lucky? Someone who knows the way.
Home at last!
Welcome home, young master.
Thank you, Diana. I am glad to be back. 'Twas a hard journey, but I found what I sought. A blue sunbright, the sigil of our house. I only hope Mother will be pleased.
Oh, a blue sunbright. I thought they were make-believe.
Oh no, they're quite real. Rather rare, though, and particularly to Melv. I'm surprised you've heard of them, to be frank.
Really? Well, there's a picture of one stuck to the inner cover of a book that was donated to the Gracious Hand. I asked Sir Kendrick about it. He told me the flower's name.
A picture, you say? How very odd.
I believe Miss Daphne is describing a bookplate. The book in question will have been a donation from this very house. Indeed, the mistress has been very generous in her support of the Gracious Hand over the years.
For true? Oh, I must tell her thank you.
I think I could arrange that. I'm certain my mistress would be delighted.
Yes. Well, as for me, I'm just pleased to be home safe and sound.
All this racket. What's going on? Good gracious, what is the meaning of this?
Oh, you must be the lady who's been supporting the Gracious Hand. Thank you ever so much for all you've done for us.
What precisely have you told this girl?
Not a word, mistress. I swear it.
Good. As for you, girl, you need not thank me. 'Tis the privilege of the nobility to help those who are less fortunate. Now, 'tis getting late. You had best be off. Do be sure to leave the house unseen. And fare you well, child. Know that where'er life may lead you, you may take pride in who you are. Come, Diana. I would speak with you alone. You have some explaining to do.
What was that all about? Mother seemed awfully perturbed.
I do wonder what that was all about. Though I'm not sure we ought to pry.
Goodness! I hardly know what to think.
To think the lady here has been supporting the Gracious Hand for so long. I must find a way to thank her. Are all the nobles so kind? I can't wait to tell everybody at the Gracious Hand that I met the lady who gave us the book with the pretty flower.
This way, if you please.
'Tis a relief to be home safe and sound. I only hope the blue sunbright lifts Mother's spirits. What was that all about? Mother seemed awfully perturbed.
What's going on?
Doesn't seem right, this.
I'm afraid not.
I took you for a kinder sort than that.
I've naught to say to the likes of you.
Seems you won't be swayed. A shame, that.
Could you come over here? At last! I thought we'd never find one.
A splendid discovery.
Huh. I'll have to remember to tell my own master about this.
Wouldn't say no to a bit of excitement. What is life?
Welcome.
Mayhap I ought to stop.
Gladly stay or
Dead on my feet.
Wonder if anyone on stay here a bit.
We must rest, though the sun is still up.
'Tis dark out, but we mustn't let that dim our spirits.
Shall we check our packs and be off?
A new day. A new perspective.
Something good will come of today. I just know it.
All this walking's made my legs ache right.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. For some time now, 'twas said that the false sovereign was recovering from his battle wounds. But as I hear it, he is now well enough to walk unaided. And so, in honor of his supposed valor, they have been holding masquerade in the palace of late. The false sovereign's identity is still beyond our ken. Even the matter of from where he hails remains a mystery. But mayhap approaching the false sovereign at one of these gatherings could afford you a glimpse into the man behind the mask. What say you, your Majesty? Might I ask this task of you? My thanks. Some of the sentries posted at the masquerades are under my command. I shall have them ease security. So pray, slip into the venue through whatever opening presents itself. Once your infiltration is successful, you will need only don a mask and act the part of an invitee. Few will think to be wary if they believe you a fellow masquerader. Here, this should suffice to help you blend in. Take care, Your Majesty. Ah, there is one other thing. Masquerades being as they are, you will require suitable raiment. Much is made of appearances at such gatherings, and 'twould be wisest to dress the part when joining the other revelers.
Mayhap you'll learn aught of this scoundrel who would claim your title if you attended a palace masquerade. We're off to Vernworth Palace, then. Pawns may not enter the castle grounds, Master. We shall have to part ways at the gates.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
Our soldiers need better.
Good. We're here. If you must go off on your own, there's naught to be done. I only hope you'll return sooner rather than later.
'Tis not our place to hurry the Arisen. Follow me.
Even the best of us last minute.
Tis best you move along. Should one of the other guards espy you, I will be forced to play my part. Pray, be cautious, Your Majesty.
You are not permitted to be here. Move along.
Mayhap you've been misinformed, sir. But there isn't to be a masquerade this day.
I only pray my watch finishes without incident. Prayer's a waste of time. No one's listening.
This sort of quiet
Surrounded by winches on all sides.
What ought I to do? I could use a bit of excitement in my life.
It's on me to bear what
Here I
younger
might
shoulders
reflect on my affair.
Talent's talent, whate'er it may be.
This armor's far from comfortable.
All promise made while the sun is high.
I should very much like to rejoin you, Master.
Sometimes I wonder if I'm cut out for this work.
I'd sooner stay out of the back, where it possible.
It's delightful breeze.
I must ask you to comport yourself with the utmost civility while you are within the masquerade hall.
Not far from your station, are you not?
I was bored out my
A court full of nobles, and not one noble heart.
To start training them up. The younger, the better. We're the best there is, and that's that.
Perchance you've heard. The coronation is soon to be held, it seems. The Sovereign, wounded in glorious combat with the dragon, is recovered at last. No tidings could be more joyous. Indeed, 'tis a weight off my heart to think that our fair Vermund shall once again be governed by a true ruler.
All the same.
I suppose I could indulge you.
All this revelry in war's wake. 'Tisn't right.
Best to remain sober. Much to be done on the morrow.
To the Sovereign's health, and a kingdom at peace.
Why, you're... No. Pay me no mind.
We who are gathered here are naught but nameless nobles. 'Twould be uncouth to inquire after another's identity.
I do so enjoy these nights. I can ship just about anywhere.
Twould seem our sovereign has recovered enough to walk.
These festivities are part and parcel of our station.
Does life have meaning?
I'm just
Or is
grateful
all
I
we
get
do
to lead a quiet life.
What's going on?
I'm
could use a bit of excitement. Keep my arms strong and my mind sharp.
Silence cultivates wisdom.
Have you heard? There's to be more restrictions on goods traded with Batar.
They're the same. Tired faces in the same tired frocks.
Would that all my days were so tranquil. I cannot
Well now, you're...
What is it? Has something happened?
Nah, we have it on good authority that a suspicious individual passed through here.
We need to scour the area. Well, scour will be right.
In here.
Open up!
Open this door right now.
You're dressed rather austerely for a patron.
My humblest apologies, Lady Wilhelmina. We've had reports of an unseemly character in the vicinity, you see, and...
Preposterous. I was out front till but a moment ago, and I did not see so much as a shadow.
Be that as it may.
You are excused. Leave this place, ere you invite our noble host's wrath upon yourself. I will summon you if aught is amiss.
Pray forgive the intrusion.
And what business have you here? In the nobles' playgrounds? Hmm? You've the face of someone in search of a juicy morsel. Would you be looking for this, perchance?
Come on, then. Keep pouring. Do you take me for some green lad who can't handle his cups? I'm your damned king, and a king deserves royal treatment.
Of course, Your Majesty. Tell us, Your Majesty, would you prefer more drink, or shall we find some other way to amuse ourselves?
Aye. Let's change things up.
I believe I cautioned you to keep your drunken revelry in check, lest you forget these celebrations of your valor are but a pretense for more serious matters.
I know. I do. It's just I get the poison in me and things happen is all.
You need only serve as our false king until Sven becomes consul. Till then, however, you would do well to remember that your role demands a certain degree of dignity. I trust you understand your position, Your Majesty.
Nay, As you say, I'll go and sober up.
Why not remove yours as well? This is not the masquerade hall, and we now find ourselves quite alone. What say we dispense with such pretenses and speak openly with one another, Lord Phasus?
That will do. If you're discovered, yours won't be the only head that rolls. What is your purpose here, I wonder? If you came to learn of the Sovereign, then 'tis as you have seen. The man is naught but a ale-swilling pretender propped up by the Queen Regent. Of course, that begs the question. If he's a mere mummer, then where might our true Arisen be? You'd best go. I'll do what I can to help you make your escape. As you can see, I run an establishment that caters to certain pleasures. You're welcome to come and play anytime. If you escape with your life, that is. Know, however, that our services do not come cheap.
Last night's patron was a delight.
Come see me in my bordlery, whene'er you're so inclined. I'll instruct my attendants to send you straight to me.
Could earn a decent wage if I find myself a patron.
My whiskers are looking a tad crooked.
Crowns and politics are no concern of mine.
This place always puts me at ease.
Always a fresh breeze blowing round here.
It's a delightful breeze. Even I know when to shut the trap.
Happiness is a full stop.
Tis quiet now.
Swapping stories.
Am I
One of
kidding?
life's great pleasures.
Must be my winter coat.
It's a delightful breeze.
Where to now?
What's on top?
Fine place to collect my books.
Where to now?
Always sets me to think.
Some call it cultured, I call it dumb.
They're tired of tales.
Suppose I'd best get to it. Time to earn my coin.
Am I shedding? Must be my winter coat.
Ought to head home before I get an earful.
It's a delightful breeze.
Crowns and politics are no concern of mine.
Oh, please let that patron pick another tonight.
Keep my arms strong and my mind
It's
sharp.
delightful.
The
is life?
The sky always puts me in a contemplative mood.
What is life? Wonder how everyone else thinks. Nice place to sit. Watch the world. This place is very
So this is where you were, Master. I searched high and low for you.
Do take care not to stray so far next time.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. Well, well. He is merely Disa's puppet then. 'Tis likely that he knows naught of her schemes. Even were he to be removed, I suspect some other would simply be made to take his place. But if there's aught that compels my attention, 'tis this other man you mention. Phasus, was it? He seems a man of import, and yet I have never heard of him. Pray, allow me to investigate this matter further. You've done well, Your Majesty. Thank you.
Queen Regent Disa appears to be working in concert with this Phasus fellow. But what precisely is their aim?
That's odd.
Welcome to the Star Drop-In. We serve all manner of fine ales here. Shall I pour you a cup to start you off?
Wonderful.
I'm not sure.
Whatever am I to do?
Well met, sir. Fancy a gander? Right. Fine wares all. This isn't much to go on.
A good sleep will ensure we are prepared for the morrow.
I trust we've all inspected our equipment.
Come, we've much to be getting on with.
I hope you slept well?